Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. It's a nice Saturday morning, just relaxing out here in the shade. Today I wanted to kind of tackle the concept of like healing fast, because I can't tell you how many times I have people asking me, what can I do right in the moment to stop my pain? So the topic for this video is seemingly slower but faster way to recovery. So, we'll get to that in a minute. Enjoy nice, clean, fresh air. It's in the 70s right now. It was 58 this morning. Fall is around the corner. Breathe in the peace. Exhale the noise. Breathe in something good. Exhale some crap. Breathe in the strength, exhale the weakness. Alright, so the seemingly slower but faster way to recover. So again, as I prefaced in the beginning, a lot of times I'll have people say, but if I'm out somewhere and the symptoms are really flaring, what can I do to get that to change immediately? And unfortunately, there's no light switch, there's no dimmer, no volume control to turn it down immediately. Everybody's looking for a tool or a technique. Can I do somatic tracking? Can I do breath work? Can I do meditation? Can I? And then everybody seems to be, understandably, everybody seems to be looking for the quick fix. What tip, tool, or technique can I use in the moment? And while there's definitely some things like that, I don't think it's a matter of managing our way moment by moment with tools and techniques, because in that case you're always in a reactive mode. You're always saying, oh crap, something bad's happening, what tool or technique can I pull out of the toolbox and do? So while we're looking for a quick fix, we're often slowing things down. So the seemingly slower approach that I generally recommend is not tools or tips, but overall knowing and understanding and really getting the fact that you're actually already safe, right? So instead of looking for tricks to influence symptoms in the moment, I think we take a step back and go, well, what would actually be the best way of teaching the brain that we don't need the symptoms in the first place? So for anybody new here, perceived danger is what turns on symptoms. Symptoms are a perceived danger response. Period. End of story. If the brain thinks you're doing something dangerous, its warning signal is pain or other symptoms. It's quite simple. So if that's the case, then to me the answer is plain and simple. You got to teach the brain that there's no perceived danger. The perceived danger is not real. There's no effective, accurate, actual danger, right? Now, the presence of symptoms does not mean that something dangerous has occurred or is occurring, right? Pain is a very unreliable indicator of the condition of the body. It is a very reliable indicator of the brain's perception of danger. And so, safety is, in my opinion, the solution. So in the moment when you're really in a bad place and symptoms are flaring, or you're out with company and all of a sudden you just really can't focus on a conversation because the symptoms are kind of poking at you. The solution, even in the moment, is always going to be safety. And people will grab heating packs, ice packs, they'll do massage, any number of things. They'll grab for a pill bottle. And these are all things that they're hoping will give them immediate relief. But none of those things are the cure, because they don't actually address the root cause, which is the brain perceiving danger, creating these symptoms. And so in the moment, the best response is a calm one. An indifferent one if you can get there, but a calm one. Reminding yourself and your scared subconscious brain, hey brain, shh, we're actually okay. Look, I'm not concerned by this. Relax your body, smile, so your breathing can kind of return to normal. In the moment, that's a wonderful tool or technique. But what's the goal of doing that? Is to literally teach the brain that we're actually safe already. And so the key here is not tools, tips, techniques in the moment. The goal is, over time, consistency of message, accurate data, accurate knowledge of what's causing the symptoms in the first place, and if you can actually embrace that and say, you know what, this actually means that my body's okay, and embrace that and accept it, and understand that the presence of symptoms doesn't mean you're broken, sick, ill, anything bad is happening. Over time, the subconscious brain will get the message. In other words, it'll read the memo. And sometimes in a panic, trying to do tools and techniques, or using tools and techniques, is just like putting a Band-Aid on it briefly, but it doesn't really get to the core problem, because you're doing it from a place of fear, hoping that this technique or tool will solve the problem for me right now. But it's not a long-term strategy. The long-term strategy is consistent messages of safety, a relaxed body, calm breathing. Learn that emotions are safe by actually feeling them. Don't take your own catastrophic, fearful thoughts so seriously. Focus on living and not fixing, because there's nothing to fix. Respond to your symptoms in a calm way. Freak out less. Calm reassurance, ideally indifference. That's the whole process. And while this seemingly is a lot slower than a tool or a technique that you want to work in the moment, it's actually a lot faster, because you're going to the root of the issue. You're going to a scared, misinformed brain, and with clarity and consistency, you are replacing that bad data, the misinformation, with accurate data, then holy crap, I'm actually okay. And so what seemingly looks like it's going to be a lot slower, because it's not instant in the moment when you're in a panic, it is the long-term solution. And guess what? That long-term solution can also be very beneficial in the moment when you're having a little bit of a challenging day, some colorful sensations. So, if you can be consistent throughout the course of the day, the week, the month, if you do have a case where symptoms spike, what is that an indicator of? Sometimes we can point it out and say, yep, just had a fight with my sister-in-law. In other cases, we might say, I've got no clue. We don't have to figure it out. All we have to do is recognize, my brain must be perceiving something. Not sure what it is, but it could even be subconscious, outside of my awareness. And therefore, I don't have to figure it out. Let me jump right to safety. How can I teach my brain I'm safe? Relaxed body, comfortably breathing. You don't have to do, meditation or breath work for 30 minutes. You can literally just relax your body. Breathe. Just know that you're okay. But the thinking with the conscious mind is what will eventually penetrate the subconscious mind and convince that you're okay. The relaxed body goes directly to the subconscious brain, because if your body's relaxed, your brain has no choice but to perceive safety. If your body's tense and tight, it has no choice but to perceive danger. So you can use your conscious mind to teach your subconscious what you want it to learn. Replace the misinformation with accurate data, that I'm actually okay. And if you can consistently show your brain that you are unconcerned by symptoms because you know what they are, your brain will also learn to be unconcerned with them also. The danger signals come down, and as the danger signals come down and the brain starts to feel safe, guess what happens? You guessed it. Symptoms can start to fade away. So the seemingly slow approach is actually faster than looking for a quick fix. Because quick fix Band-Aids don't really do much, right? They may just give you temporary relief, all the ice and heat packs and all that stuff. That's why Sarno said stop all those physical treatments. I agree. And if you are using them, just have extreme clarity that these are just a temporary method of self-kindness to help get me through the rough patches. But don't make that your default. Don't make that your, everyday security blanket that you use 14 times a day, right? Just be very clear that those are not the cure. And in some cases, many cases, those little Band-Aids and security blankets that give you temporary relief will actually delay recovery and make it take longer because you're confusing your brain. You're saying, I'm okay, it's TMS, but I'm going to put ice on my body part. The brain's going to go, what is it? Is the body the problem? Or is this perceived danger? If you keep putting, ice or heat or whatever on the body, the brain goes, you're telling me one thing, but you're doing another. Actions speak louder than words. Your subconscious brain is going to believe your actions. So, the seemingly slower approach actually gets the results way faster than constantly looking for a tool, tip, technique to use in the moment when you're in a panic and a flare-up. All that does is just looking for a quick hit, a quick result, and then being especially disappointed or frustrated when it doesn't work. And fear, frustration, anger is what keeps things going. So, while it seemingly looks like it's the long road, you'll get there. So I hope this makes sense. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. And we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Love you.